If we were able to stop it and Mexico was able to build their wall and have tighter border controls on the southern border, would that be effective? How helpful would that be?
Senator, it would be effective, and I have to really give a shout out to Mexico. And I can't emphasize enough the relationship that my department has generally, and I have personally, with the military and upper echelon ministers within the government of Mexico, to include some time with the President of Mexico. I can't give enough credit to the men and women that we work with and how hard they work. So on the southern border, when I was at the Southern Command, working with their military under the radar, quietly, for a lot of different reasons, we helped them take a look-see at their southern border, which of course is very narrow, a couple of 100 miles across.
It would be very easy for them, and that would fulfill some promises made here.
They've established actually what they call their southern border strategy, and last year they stopped 160,000 migrants and turned them back humanely, processed them and turned them back. They have much different immigration laws than we do.
They might be more receptive to building a wall.
Right.
There.
I think now, now they're looking even harder at their southern border. The other thing we've done, Senator, is working with the governments, particularly the northern tier countries, Guatemala, El Salvador, and Honduras, with whom I have a great relationship, encouraging people not to come. And what Mexico is doing, the illegal crossings right now are down 70% than what they were 120 days ago.
Well, Mexico is the key to this thing right now. If they really do their job and want to do it well, they have a smaller border, they can control them a lot better.
Drugs are a different story.
Drugs, yeah.
I mean, the amount of drugs, the amount of drug money that is generated because of our demand in the United States is virtually unlimited. Unlimited to the degree that there's so much money available to either pay off officials in every country, to include our own, to pay off officials, or simply have them murdered, or have their daughters murdered, or their kids murdered.
Sure.
It's amazing. So there is a corruption problem throughout. People are an intimidation problem. Again, it's directly due to our drug consumption in this country. We need to get our arms around that, if for no other reason than to help our southern neighbors.
My belief is if we shut that southern border down in Mexico, that between the United States and the Mexican government, we could have a better chance of controlling the drugs that come out of Mexico by itself.
But demand, sir, is hugely important.
Well, that's a shame. I think we're